a pinnacle celeb simply funded a felony crew to combat for your rights. My expensive toddler, if you agree with In Angels, start this video and watch it completely. Angel says, a top celeb simply funded a legal team to combat for your rights. You aren't forgotten. You are not abandoned. Heaven has whispered your name within the years of these with power and effect. And even as you have cried in silence, a person has taken a divine hobby in your ache. There may be a second written within the book of destiny in which everything modifications. You are now stepping into that moment. Your lifestyles is about to be read aloud in the courts of heaven and echoed inside the halls of earth. A voice of authority has spoken for your choose, or even the wind includes this assertion now. Justice is coming to the doorstep. Not later. Not in any other lifestyles. Now, you have got persevered betrayal, manipulation, lies, and the sort of oppression that breaks human beings quietly from inside. However, God become watching. Each injustice that become done to you has been recorded, not most effective by using the angels, however also by means of people who keep influence in this earth. And one among them, touched through divine fingers, may want to not sleep. They could no longer look away. They noticed your tale in a vision. They felt your pain as though it became their personal. That is when the miracle started. A movie star whose name you would apprehend instantly, someone whose reputation stretches throughout continents, acquired a dream. In that dream, they have been shown a report, your call written boldly across the pinnacle. Inside it have been files, photos, facts, sealed truths. They awoke shaken, knowing this was now not a delusion. It became a mission. God Himself whispered your call of their spirit, pronouncing, this one. Defend this one. And so, right now, they contacted their legal group. Not just any legal professionals, however the pleasant in the USA. Attorneys who have defended presidents, corporations, nations. Lawyers who do not lose. Lawyers with non-secular discernment. Attorneys who pray. They reviewed your case, and their jaws dropped. They saw what have been carried out to you. They saw the lies, the manipulation, the robbery, the humiliation, and the conspiracy. And they stated in unison, we will fight. A lawsuit is coming, however not from you. It smiles coming for your behalf. The enemy notion you were powerless, but heaven has drafted an army. You aren't combating on my own. There is an entire coalition being fashioned to expose what has been carried out to you. People who as soon as admitted you will now are looking for your forgiveness. Folks that mocked you may now talk your call with trembling reverence. And right here's the divine revelation. This is not pretty much a courtroom case. This is about your restoration. The years that have been stolen are being returned. The advantages that have been withheld are being unlocked. The call that was slandered is being purified. The inheritance you concept changed into misplaced is being added. You're not pretty much to win. You are approximately to rise. You are approximately to make headlines no longer for scandal, no longer for tragedy, but for vindication. You are about to end up a symbol. A symbol of what it manner whilst heaven intervenes. A symbol of what happens while someone keeps religion even when all appears misplaced. A symbol of divine reversal. Keep in mind those nights you wept into your pillow. They were not wasted. Bear in mind the prayers you whispered when nobody was looking. They were not overlooked. Every cry, every prayer, each seed you sowed in ache has been gathered in the vaults of heaven. And now, a flood of justice is being released. You aren't small. You aren't invisible. You are not forgotten. You are visible. And what is greater, you're chosen. The only who attempted to ruin your name will watch it be venerated. The one who tried to erase your tale will study approximately you in the following day's information. Those who laughed at your silence will now listen your voice echo throughout nations. This superstar has have an effect on no longer simplest in courtrooms however in media, government, and lifestyle. And they have vowed to speak your call. To make sure your tale is informed. To convey light to what become hidden. You had been no longer left out. You had been being prepared. You thought you had been being rejected, but you have been being preserved. You thought they won, but God behind schedule the conflict so your victory could be entire. You notion it was over, but the author of existence is writing a brand new bankruptcy. Prepare. Prepare for exposure, now not of your shame, however of their sins. Prepare for choose, no longer earned by means of manipulation, however granted by using divine grace. Put together for doorways, now not opened by means of you, but flung huge via the hand of God. Each postpone turned into strategic. Each detour turned into protection. Every no was a redirection in the direction of the extra yes. You are approximately to make headlines for rising from ashes, for surviving what becomes supposed to kill you, for speaking truth that units others free. This movie star has sent investigators. Evidence is being collected. Phone calls, financial institution data, hidden documents, tales, all are aligning. Witnesses who were once afraid are actually coming forward. A lady who knows everything just reached out. She said, "I cannot stay with this guilt anymore. I need to talk." The angels are orchestrating all of it. No detail is too small. No whisper is neglected. The moment this hits the news, your life will in no way be the same. But, stay humble. Do not are trying to find revenge. Do now not reply to each attack. Allow me fight for you. You will stand on a level you didn't build. You're going to get hold of honors you didn't ask for. You are going to walk through doors you didn't knock on. Due to the fact this is what divine justice looks like. You notion you misplaced the whole thing. But you had been being located to acquire extra than the whole thing. Now pay attention closely. There's a selected second coming. In 3 days, a signal will arrive. You will obtain a message, a letter, a cell phone call, or a stranger's remark. Do not disregard it. It truly is your cue. It truly is whilst the first domino falls. Do now not worry what's ahead. Even the chaos will serve you. Even the delays will prefer you. Even the enemies will come to be blessing you unknowingly. The story is changing. The script has flipped. The victim is becoming the victor. And heaven is watching with birthday party. This isn't always a myth. That is a divine operation. And you are the center of it. It became all written before you had been born. You have been selected for this second, prepared for this conflict, and destined for this victory. You will make headlines for overcoming, for rising, for enduring, for being preferred by heaven. Now elevate your head. The warfare is over. The spotlight is turning. The sector will ultimately see what heaven continually knew. What's taking place right now behind closed doors goes to shock the sector. You have got been seen. You've got been heard. Your story has reached a person with effect, someone with power, someone who doesn't even recognize you individually, but their spirit changed into moved by your call. They didn't scroll beyond your pain. They failed to flip a blind eye on your struggle. They stopped. They listened. They felt the divine nudge to act, and now they have carried out something you by no means imagined. A top celeb, a person the sector watches, someone who ought to have chosen something else, is now making an investment their sources to ensure you get justice. This is not a twist of fate. This isn't always a publicity stunt. This is heaven's orchestration. The angelic realm has been working in places you cannot see. The court docket of heaven has already ruled to your want. Now the verdict is manifesting on the earth. The equal God who walks with kings and sits with judges is likewise the one who walks with you via your most personal struggling. You could not have known how lengthy this injustice might go on. You can have idea you'll be silenced forever, but not anymore. A shift has occurred inside the spirit realm, and now the world is ready to see what God saw lengthy in the past, that your voice matters, that your pain deserves justice, that your story cannot be erased. Archangel Michael stands as your divine lawyer within the unseen. He has drawn his sword to guard your popularity, your reality, and your legacy. The lies that had been spoken over you are approximately to be publicly dismantled. The slander that attempted to bury you is ready to be reversed. Everything supposed to damage you is ready to backfire. You will now not should guard yourself to your own energy. This legal group has been heaven dispatched. They're not everyday. They are selected. And they're being funded via a person whose palms have been moved through God himself. In case you'd want to donate or display your appreciation, you can supply a tremendous thank you as much as $100. You are approximately to make headlines, not due to scandal, however, because of electricity. Not due to downfall, however, due to divine vindication. You are the tale the arena wishes to hear. you're the symbol of survival, a good way to inspire others to upward thrust from the ashes. God says, I am bringing beauty from your ache. What the enemy used to try to humiliate you, I'm able to use to raise you. This is not pretty much prison justice. That is about spiritual recovery. This is about the popularity I'm rebuilding in front of those who doubted you. This is approximately supplying you with back your voice, louder than ever. People who as soon as dismissed you'll now see you on their screens. Your call may be spoken in rooms you by no means entered. There can be conversations about you going on in excessive locations. And even though you can experience unqualified or fearful, I've already prepared you for this. Every tear you cried was part of your practice. Each conflict you survived bolstered your spirit. You failed to just endure worry, you had been forged in it. You have a voice of gold and a spirit of iron. And now, you'll talk. Now not with bitterness, however with holy hearth. Not with revenge, but with revelation. This felony case is not the stop. It's far the start. It'll open doorways. It'll create opportunities. It's going to spark recuperation no longer only for you, but for others who have suffered in silence. Your victory becomes a mirror where others see their own mirrored image and realize they, too, can be loose. You are not just a customer in a court. You are a vessel in my divine project. This is why this celebrity came forward. This is why they stated sure. Due to the fact they have been called, even though they did not understand completely why. Their coronary heart turned into moved by way of something greater than emotion. It became moved via my spirit. You do not need to fear about the details. I've already orchestrated the proper human beings, the proper timing, the proper approach. I have whispered to judges and turned the hearts of these in energy. I have opened the ears of the media to be equipped to tell the reality. I've long gone earlier than you. I have stood behind you. And now I walk beside you because the information starts to interrupt. Do not be afraid. Don't shrink back. You had been made for this. Even whilst you doubted yourself, I in no way did. Even while you wanted to cover, I used to be preparing your spotlight, now not to make you well known, however to make you effective. This platform isn't always about ego. It is about impact. You will see your name trending, no longer due to hype, however due to recovery. You will pay attention your story on air, now not because of drama, however because of destiny. The narrative is shifting to your want. You aren't the sufferer. You're the overcomer. You are not a footnote. You are the headline. You are not forgotten. You're featured. I'm taking the least predicted and elevating them to the very best tiers. Due to the fact the arena wishes actual. The arena wishes raw. The sector desires your truth, advised through the lens of redemption. I recognize you sense crushed. I recognize part of you continue to wonders if this is real. However, permit me verify, that is as real as the breath for your lungs. This is as actual as my promise is. I do not make empty declarations. I don't start what I cannot end. I am not teasing you with fake wish. I'm leading you right into a season that has already been organized. The route you are walking now become cleared before you were born. This second become written into your future. The cash to fund this legal team was released within the spirit long earlier than it hit any account. This celebrity become organized by using heaven to be your earthly advocate. You are not alone. You have been appointed for this sort of time as this. This trial is not your defeat. It's far your display. This court docket case is not your humiliation. It smiles your honor. This publicity isn't always to disgrace you. It's far to show the sector what God does while a person refuses to be silenced. Heaven is roaring to your protection. Angels are status protect. Demonic forces are trembling due to the fact you did not end. You did not surrender. You saved believing. You saved praying. Even whilst you had no words, your spirit cried out, and I heard it. You are about to be celebrated. You are approximately to acquire public confirmation to your private warfare. I'm sending consolation, safety, and divine backup. Nothing will move incorrect. You are safe. I am with you inside the interviews. I am with you inside the courtrooms. I am with you in every headline. Your man or woman will shine through each shadow. Your truth will echo louder than each fake accusation. And as your tale spreads, it'll bring freedom to many. This is a divine domino effect. What's going on to you may not forestall with you. It will ripple through generations. Your children will stroll in honor because of your braveness. Your legacy is being rewritten. You had been by no means intended to fade into obscurity. You have been constantly supposed to upward push. And now's some time. Do now not fear the cameras. Do now not fear the microphones. I can give you the words to speak. I'm able to anoint your voice. I will wrap your fact in grace. You will not stumble. You may not fail. You will now not collapse. There are new connections forming now. Divine friendships, divine contracts, divine doors. This celeb is best the beginning. Greater are coming. Extra assist is forming. Humans are being assigned to you who aren't inspired by your beyond, however inspired by using your motive. They see the light in you. They recognize the respect on you. And they need to assist convey your story into places you notion have been off limits. Nothing is off limits when I am the one opening the door. You're transitioning into a brand new realm of visibility. Meaning you must stay rooted. Do not permit repute distract you. Do now not allow recognition confuse you. This isn't always approximately likes or fans. That is approximately souls. Each highlight is a tool to carry my love to others. Use it wisely. Stay humble. Stay in prayer. Stay in me. I will manual you. I'm able to protect you. And I'm able to come up with strength even while you sense like breaking down. You will no longer burn out. You will now not be used. I'm able to protect you from opportunists. I can surround you with discernment. No weapon shaped against you may prosper. No betrayal will prosper. No lie will stand. You are approximately to acquire invitations, honors, open doors, financial favor, it all. But you will recall in which it came from. You will preserve me at the middle. And due to that, you'll no longer fall. You may maintain to upward push. Your platform will enlarge, not to inflate your name, however to make bigger your message. The message of wish. The message of reality. The message of me, your father, your defender, your deliverer. This celeb who stood for you is about to be blessed due to their obedience. And through them, many more will observe. The focus will not burn you. It'll bless you. Due to the fact I'm the only behind it. I am the one lifting you. I am the only using the next bankruptcy of your lifestyles. It will be stunning. It will likely be redemptive. It'll be loud. And it'll be drenched in divine reason. Your tale is not over. It is about to be posted. In headlines. On structures. Throughout nations. And via it all, my name could be glorified. Your call can be cleared. Your existence could be restored. And your victory becomes a banner for the sector to peer that I, the Lord your God, nevertheless raise up the standard. Nevertheless protect the unvoiced. Nevertheless vindicate the damaged. Nonetheless work miracles in the mess. Be still now. Breathe. You're included. You're included. You're safe. Permit the felony team do their paintings. Let me do mine. Heaven is fighting for you. Earth is watching. And your victory is already written. Stroll ahead boldly. You are approximately to make